Right. Hi. It's Jess Positive here. Just thought I would do a video update as a kind of different positive has come into my life, and I wanted to share about it, and I think a video is probably best. So my latest positive is a positive diagnosis of MS. It's Thursday today, and I was diagnosed on Monday evening, so it's very early days. It's been a massive roller coaster. My main symptoms only started last Wednesday, and it's a lot to take in. I've had amazing messages from close friends and family and wondering how I am, and I thought if I do a video at least you can see me and I can explain a little bit and keep you updated that way, because I can't type very well at the moment, and talking is a bit of a challenge, kind of thinking things through, which I think is partly the MS and partly the exhaustion and tiredness and the drugs and all sorts. So there you go. Shock probably too. So bear with me, this will be very rambly, but I think I'm doing the right thing. So what positives have I had over the last few days? Well, surprisingly quite a few actually. I started feeling very ill on Wednesday. By Thursday I was in hospital. By Thursday night I was having a CT scan to rule out a brain tumour because of my symptoms of numbness and pins and needles, and thankfully that was negative. I was discharged on that day, and then my symptoms got worse. Lost some use in my right hand and was admitted again to hospital on Sunday afternoon, and by Monday evening I had my diagnosis after an MRI that confirmed I've got a couple of lesions on the brain and the spine, which confirms the MS. So what are the positives out of that experience? Well, Wednesday I was really scared because I didn't know what was happening to me, and then thank God for our amazing NHS. Thursday when I went into hospital, I was looked after so well. So many doctors, so many tests, so quick, so much reassurance. There wasn't a moment I didn't feel I was in the right place and that everyone was working really hard to find an answer. The level of care from the person who brought me a sandwich and a cup of tea to the lovely person who was making sure the area around me was all cleaning around, porters, so kind. Lovely porter took me to my CT scan. Obviously I was very anxious and he was just so reassuring. And then again when I went in again on the Sunday, you know, just such care and humanity, and so lucky, because to have that level of fear, not knowing what's happening, and then see so many people working hard to find an answer for you, and they got that answer, and no, it's not really the answer I wanted, I don't know what I wanted. Just wanted to feel better really and go back to normal. But at least now I know why I've been feeling so strange, and can now embrace this new life and find a way forward. So that is a positive. The care and treatment I had is a positive. The quick diagnosis was, it was a positive. And then since we decided to be quite open with people, tell people what was going on, because of the relapse I'm having, I'm really extreme fatigue, and it's hard. You might be able to tell it's hard to even talk. So we've needed a lot of help with the children and things, and we just thought best to be upfront. And the outpouring of love has been overwhelming in a good way. So that's a big positive. So where am I right now? Well, I'm sitting on the bed actually, because I'm so tired. Now it's funny, but being told you have MS doesn't mean you're an expert. So I'm really learning on the job, and I've done a ridiculous amount of reading since Monday. Well, Sunday we had an inkling, so since then really. And very kind friend with experience has talked a lot through with me as well, and so I'm learning a lot. Part of the thing, the steroids I'm on at the moment mean I can't really sleep, so that's why I'm so exhausted partly as well, and why I've been able to read so much. But so the way it works is, at the moment I'm in a relapse that's given me numbness and pins and needles throughout my body, and limited use of my right hand. And that might come back to a degree. We've just got to wait and see. So on top of that, just complete exhaustion, which should alleviate over time. Days, weeks, months, we don't know. You just don't know. I'm learning with MS, you just don't know. There's no time scales. Everyone's different. It's completely individual. There's no set way of being. There's no set course of drugs you can take. There's no set path it takes. It's pretty unknown. But you know what? Life's unknown, isn't it? No one really knows what's going to happen the next day. So it was making me feel scared. And then I was like, no one knows what's happening the next day. So I know this is rambly, but so it's okay. It's just a different path. So there I am. So thank you to all of you who've already sent me messages in advance. I might get messages from this. Thank you in advance. I would love to see and hug everyone, but I'm kind of conserving my energy so that when I have any, I can hug my kids. So, and that's okay. So